I'm calling from Equal Hope. We were just following up on the application that you submitted for our services for cervical and breast cancer screenings. Is that something you're still interested in?
Equal Hope is a trusted messenger. Our patient navigators and community health workers are aligned with our community. They come from the communities we serve, and they look and talk just like our community constituents that use our program.
One of the things that I like most about working with the Equal Hope team is working with the community health workers. Earlier in the year, I had the opportunity to go into the community with a community health worker, and one of the things that I appreciated about their work is the way that they speak to the clients and introduce the Equal Hope program to them.
The navigators that we have in this office are awesome, and that makes a difference. The little work that I do of bringing people in, it's nothing compared to what our navigators do to make sure that the people that we bring in as community outreach are serviced, that they get from A to Z, whatever they need.
I've seen a 10% increase in completion rates of appointment attendance. What that means is our loss to follow-up rates has significantly decreased, and it's due to these navigation efforts. If transportation is needed, let's set it up for you. If you miss your appointment, how can we reschedule? They're following up consistently, which is why they're just amazing. I love the team.
So Equal Hope's success in patient navigation, outreach, and education has led to our expansion into cervical cancer. It just made sense for us as a program to expand our initiative, which means cervical cancer would be the next thing that we move on to, as a lot of times when we're navigating women to breast screenings, a lot of times they need cervical screenings, and those two were coupled together.
The disparities are glaring in cervical cancer. It's definitely more women of color are getting cervical cancer and dying from it. So that's one of the things that we are trying to work on, is trying to close that gap.
And we were still seeing too many young women dying of cervical cancer, especially with locally advanced disease. And so this was really a public health issue, and we were really thrilled that Equal Hope was taking this initiative to analyze what was happening in our city and really making a concrete move to see what we could do to help fix this.
So with IBCCP, we're contracted with Rush University Medical Center, Esperanza, University of Chicago, and Friend Health. We're able to service a woman on the west and south sides of Chicago, which is amazing. And through all of Cook County, we're providing transportation services, so we're able to meet the individuals, the patients, where they're at.
To be able to say to someone in a community, hey, at Equal Hope, we can get you in to see a doctor. We can get you a primary care doctor. We will pay for that first visit. Then you have a medical home, a place that you can go to, a place that you can call home, where you can get some relief and find out what's going on with you.
What makes me excited about Equal Hope is that when we started this and we met as like our initial committee, I think, you know, the leaders at Equal Hope were like, what is your goal? And they asked us to think big. They asked us to think bigger than just saying like, oh, let's get a certain number of people pap smears, or let's get a certain number. They really talked about this at a scale of sort of eradicating cervical cancer in Chicago, because this is, you know, close to being 100% preventable, if not curable, if caught early. And so the fact that we're missing those things in so many patients in the Chicagoland area, that is where the need is. And I'm thrilled that Equal Hope has taken this on as their next step.
What we're focused on now is building that infrastructure to identify these patients so we can find them on an individual basis and really change lives.